Hello goat lovers, this is Crystal with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats. What started with 4 chickens and 2 goats quickly grew into a lifestyle. So we moved, got more land, and of course, more goats. Follow our adventures as we grow our herd, our food, and our family.
Howdy, welcome back to the Ranchstead. It's another beautiful fall day here in Arizona. It's a high of 89 degrees today. No chance of rain at all in the forecast, which is pretty typical of this year so far. We're getting kind of a late start. We've had a few setbacks this morning, but let's go check on these animals and get them fed. It's kind of the first animal every morning to get fed is the pigs because they're just so loud. They really sing for their food. Also, Crystal woke up yesterday with a toothache, and this morning her face is a little puffy, so of course she doesn't want a camera pointed at her. But don't worry, we got her a dentist appointment, and I already picked up the antibiotic for her, so she'll be back good as new before we know it. But for today, you're just kind of stuck with me, so sorry. Good morning, goats. Good morning, Shilly. Good morning, Nova. Good morning, Tansy. Good morning, Merle. And then there is Dawn. Good morning, Dawn. And here is little Miss Lodi. She can't wait to get out of there and start browsing and fighting trees and all the other does again. Just 2 more weeks, Merle. Just 2 more weeks, buddy. All the chickadees are doing great. They're growing fast. No one's died or anything just yet, which is great news. And we are the champions. Hey buddy, how you doing today? Ooh, hi there, Abilene. Howdy. Howdy, Abilene. And there is the Camus Damus. And then right inside there, you can't see her, is Little Bitter. And then there is Roxy. Years ago, Little Bit was a very personable goat. And then we pen bred her, just 1 doe, Little Bit, and 1 buck. And she's never really been right since then. She's never really been the same. So that's something we've learned since then, and we don't ever do that again. We always make sure there's at least a couple of does in with the buck. That way, you know, when the buck's chasing the doe at least gets the chance to, you know, have a moment to herself. Trial and error, live and learn. Well, good morning, big guy. How you doing? Ledgy Ledge. How are you this morning, Fluffball? Yeah, doing well. Nice winter coat. And then there's Becky. And then hiding in there is Val. Easy, buddy. I'm not touching your fence. And then over here, we have Vader and Maybelline, if she can get her head out of there. Maybelline. Maybelline, what you doing? Oh, don't be licking me, buddy. You make me stink, don't want to let me back in the house. Hi. Hi, Maybelline, what you doing? What you doing down there? Silly girl. Hi. Maybelline and Vader. Right here is little Dreamer. Nibbling some kibble. Hi, Dreamer. And here we have Lily. Hi, Lily. And there's May. And there is Maddie, who has really been taking a liking to me in the morning. She always gives me these looks like she wants a hug. And here is Mayo. Oh, hi, Everest. Everest is licking his block there. And where is Cassie? Where did she go? Hi, Cassie. Hey, Maddie. Hi, Lily. Hey, girl. Oh. I know, hurry up with the hay, right? Hurry up with the hay. Cassiopeia. Yes, that's right, Cassie. So up here, right there is the old luck buck, who of course as soon as I leaned on his fence is not happy with that. Luck's got some rules, he's got them. You're not allowed to touch the fence or anything. That's the rule, right, Lucky? The rules are, don't touch my fence, stay away from my fence. And there we have Ruby and Whoa Nelly. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know which one's which without Crystal. I just tried to guess, but I can't pull it off. And here is Elsa, who's a nice goat. Right there hiding in the broken picket is Big Sky. Lucky is just destroying everything in here. I'm not touching the fence, Lucky. Hey, dude. I'm not touching it, Lucky. You make the camera stink, Lucky. So a frequently asked question that we often get is, how do we keep all our goats safe from predators? So the answer to that is Dixie Dog right there. Dixie is half Beagle and half Australian Shepherd, and the Beagle part is the trick. Nothing gets past Dixie Dog's nose. Dixie Dog just runs the whole yard all the time looking for lizards and rabbits and anything she can smell. She can smell javelina out in the wash out back, and she will bark all day when none of the other dogs can even see it. All the other dogs are laying around like a bump on a log, and Dixie here knows there's javelina, and eventually, after a couple hours of her barking, suddenly the javelina will reveal herself. There you go, Dixie girl. So Dana here is Dixie's daughter, and Dingo is her dad. So Dana is a third Australian Shepherd, a third Beagle, and a third Blue Heeler. She's a Blue Beagle Shepherd. Here you go, pup. She's a good dog. The next reason why we never lose anything is old Dingo here. Now he's a Blue Heeler, and he may not look like much, but he is a very heavy, very mean dog. Not mean to people, although he is the only dog we ever had that bit somebody, but you know, the guy shouldn't have been standing there. With Dingo, here you go, boy, here you go. So with Dingo, Dixie, and Dana, we never lost anything at our old property. We did have a couple of goats attacked by pit bulls, but I guarantee you those dogs will never do that again. And they just kind of, they keep everything safe by patrolling in packs. You know, looking out for each other and stuff. Now, when we moved here, you know, we had a lot more property, and we are way farther out in the middle of nowhere compared to where we used to be. So we felt like we needed some extra muscle, so we went out and got a polar bear. So this big polar bear here is a Great Pyrenees, and he acts as just a giant deterrent. He barks if it's windy. He barks if it's not windy. I mean, he barks at just about anything. And he is a heck of a deterrent. He's very big. He's a very nice dog, a very gentle giant, but the coyotes don't know that. Do you think you need another one, Teefers? Give me that, girl. Give me that. Here, I'll give you a piece. I'll give you a piece. You don't get the whole thing, girl. You don't get the whole thing. So they have different strengths and weaknesses. Nothing gets by Dixie's nose, and Dana's nose is pretty good too. And then we have the muscle in the form of the Blue Heeler, and of course the polar bear right there. The closest we've been to losing anything on this property is when Dixie was attacked by what we're pretty certain was a mountain lion.
That's where the top tooth or another tooth got, and look at that tear on this dog.
And we think that because of the bite mark that was on her back. And probably the only reason she lived is because Dixie was probably out front with her nose, and when she was bitten, she probably let out a yelp, and which summoned everybody else who's normally not far behind her. Our dogs do not go inside at night. They stay outside and they protect the herd. If they bark for too long, or if it sounds too intense, I do get up and I do drive around the property. I run around the property and shine bright lights, and we handle the problem. So if you're a coyote, mountain lion, bear, or thief, I'd stay off my land. So another thing people always want to know is how they can buy a goat from us. Now they go fast, and it's first come, first serve. So you're going to need a PayPal account, and you're going to need to be on the notification list. We'll put a link down below for that. Folks on the notification list, they get an email as soon as the goats go into labor. So as soon as we move them into a birthing stall, everybody on that list will get an email letting them know that we think that goat is going into labor. Now, as soon as the kids hit the ground, my wife takes pictures of them and sends them out to the notification list, so you get a chance to buy it. Also, if you're on the notification list, you get to email my wife back and forth and kind of go over which goat or goats is right for you and your herd and your situation, and kind of narrow it down to what you're looking for, as well as price range and things like that. Folks on the notification list know who is born before all social media platforms. So in most cases, you will already own your goat before the video comes out, about a week later, announcing who's been born to the world. We do transport. Our goats have gone all over the country. We did used to fly them, but there's been trouble with that last year, and there's certain to be trouble with flying them this year. We have a transporter that we've used. She's great. She's awesome. The goats go all over the country with her. Last year, I personally drove one to Colorado and over, I think it was about 12 or 13 of them to Texas. I do plan on delivering more of them myself this year. So if you buy one, you might even get to meet me. So hey, there's another reason, huh? So that's the process of buying a goat from us. They go faster than ammo or toilet paper, so you're gonna need to be on that notification list. Also, last weekend was the annual guys camping trip. We had a blast out in the mountains, riding four-wheelers. Did a lot of can crushing, a lot of recycling. So make sure you subscribe to the Adventure channel if you want to see that. Oh, and also, date night with me and Crystal in the mountains is going to be on the Adventure channel this Friday. It's on Patreon right now, but it'll be on the Adventure channel this Friday. So be watching out for that. Also, one more thing. Believe it or not, talking to the camera is not always easy, and just before I pressed record this morning, my phone started blowing up, and my grandmother has had a stroke and she's in the hospital, and so if you're a believer and you'd like to pray for my grandma Fran, we all would appreciate that. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.